Hi, Cancer. Welcome back. Welcome in. Welcome to your weekly reading. We are in September already. We're just going to jump right in with the cards. But before we do, real quick, we're going to be using the singing bowl to clear any lingering energy that needs to be cleared on our behalf, to connect to each other as a collective, and then as a collective directly to spirit. If you would like to use this time to call on any specific guides, deities, archangels, any beings of light that you would like to be present for this reading, please feel free to do so now. The more, the merrier. All right, guys, let's get into it. Okay. Spirit speaks to me and through me to the Cancer collective. What do they need to know about this week? First week of September, literally September 1st on a Monday. How much more productive and Virgo can we be? What is this? 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of Wands, sorry. And one of Ace of Cups. One, right? Ace, I believe. I don't use this deck very often. I love it. I think it's gorgeous. But I don't know the images enough, and I don't know Roman numerals. I mean, I do, but I don't. I don't have them memorized. I can figure them out. But anyways, 5 of Wands here as well. Okay, so far, 8 of Wands, Ace of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. Lots of fire and just a teensy little bit of water. Like just the one little cup. Not that one little cup isn't enough, because it's like everything. At this moment, someone could be offering you something. You could be finding out that you're pregnant this week. You could be getting pregnant this week, engaged, someone expressing a new love, interest. Pretty sure that was Capricorn, the devil that just popped up. It could be a Capricorn. There's a lot of fast. Okay, the Fool. And then we have another. Oh, no, this is the Page. That's different. Okay. I was going to say we have another Ace, but that's the Page. But still, Page of Wands, more fire. This is a really young, spirited. And then we have the Fool right here. Aries, very strong fire. Aries, hot-headed, kind of stubborn. They're represented by the bull, right? That's Aries. I'm pretty sure. No, that's Taurus. What's Aries? Ram? Yes, the Ram. Also very stubborn. The Emperor. More Aries energy. Okay, you could be dealing heavily with an Aries this week. There could be some sort of conflict involving an Aries. This could be you involved in some sort of conflict, and you have Aries strongly in your chart. But there is going to be some sort of conflict that is causing you to make a really quick decision. You're having to think on your toes. You're having to speak up for yourself, and you're having to move quickly. You could be offered something that is going to be kind of popping up out of nowhere. You could literally be finding out you were pregnant with, or maybe you know already, but it's like you're announcing it. Other people are finding out. You're doing like your shower. You could be approaching. You could be due in Aries season with an Aries baby, with the Page of Wands, rods, whatever you want to call it, showing up here. With the Fool, that's very much thinking on your toes, taking a leap of faith. What would you do if you knew 10,000% that you were supported, that you had the funds, that you had the resources, that you would not fail? What would you do? That is what you're being asked to look at and what you're being called to do. It's very much action energy. Aries is very much forward movement. This, excuse me, my voice, I don't know why it's so raspy all of a sudden. But fast forward movement. Like, think of the energy of a fire. once it gets going to this capacity, these are 8 wands. This is like a roaring fire. Once it gets to this capacity, it's hard to make it stop. It's hard to stop the forward momentum. That's the energy that is behind you, that you're bringing to a situation, that you're being asked to face head on. This could make you fearful. Maybe change is a little bit scary for you. Maybe you're not wanting to change right now. You like whatever it is that's changing. You like aspects of it, but it's not 100% what you would truly love to be doing. Spirit's saying you need to be in a situation where you are doing truly what you love to do, not just getting by, not just making do, not just at some low level, mediocre, whatever it is, relationship, housing situation, job, career, whatever you're doing. It's Spirit's taking it to the next level with you. The Hierophant. And Death on the bottom of the deck. Scorpio season. We are fast approaching Scorpio season. Mabon is coming up in just 20 short days. It's going to be here before we know it. That is, oh wow, that is the Oracle deck that I will be using. The only Seasons of the Witch Oracle deck that I will be using because we are so close to it. Huh, okay, whatever. You could be going back to school. You could be becoming a teacher. You could be going back to school to become a lawyer. Maybe you're thinking about that. You could be getting an offer of love from a lawyer. Maybe that is who you are having this child with, bringing a child into the world with. It could also be a Scorpio. You're due in Scorpio season. Oh. You will be playing a different role. Okay, maybe that's this fast moving energy. The week could be starting with some sort of conflict that propels you quite quickly into something completely different, a completely different role. This could be going from like student to teacher. You could be taking on some sort of leadership role, teaching, training. Maybe you're taking a different position within your current company that is on like a training team. It could be traveling a lot more, but you're having to hard work ahead. Yes. Dissatisfaction with life. Cracked cup. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Teardrops. Great personal sorrow. I'm going to put that over there with that 5 of Wands energy. That could be the Aries. News of a birth or business or new business opportunity. We're going to say, for me, I am calling new business opportunities, not a new birth. But I feel like for a lot of you, it is definitely new love, the birth of a child, a family member having a child, someone that you're really close to, your partner even. For others of you, it will be a business opportunity, an opportunity for your career that is something that you deeply, deeply love, that you can pour everything you have into. That is very much your personality. You give your all to things, so you want to make sure that the things you're giving your all to are positive, are prosperous, are pouring into you the same way, are reciprocal, are balanced, right? Sorry, I don't mean to fling my hair on the mic. We got fish out. My goodness. I'm so sorry if you can hear that commotion. The letter K is here standing out. But fish are opportunity. They're swimming towards this kind of golden kingdom. The path that you are on, the path that you are being shown, the path that you are being led to, given, creating for yourself is paved with gold. It is lush with opportunity and prosperity and positivity, fertility, nurturing, loving energy. All the things that you've ever wanted from life and the means to get there. What else do we have here? The Sun and Lady with the Rider on the bottom of the deck. Okay. This is the Cinderella after she marries the prince version versus before, when she's like having to clean up after everybody and be the go-to for the household. Rider on the bottom of the deck. This again is very fast forward movement towards like things that make you really excited, really happy, really fulfilled, really confident and comfortable. Bud? Phoenix? Yeah. Are you okay? What are you doing? What's up? Sorry, guys. He forgets that he has his own water out there. Okay, so this, with the stork and the fish showing up here together in the sun, this is to me showing a beach getaway. This could be like a destination wedding, eloping. That could be where you're moving to give birth, to raise your family, to raise your children, to just exist, to be, whether you're having children or not, to start your business, to invest your time, your energy. But you're signing up for, and you're very much aware. Why are my eyes burning? I did just blow out two of the candles, 2 out of the 3 candles that were on. So it's starting to smell really weird because they're all different scents. And this is really the only one that I want to smell. But the smoke, my goodness. Whatever you're doing though, whether it's hard work or not, it's not going to feel like it to you. You're not shy about, or you don't shy away from hard work. You very much embrace it. You're used to it. It's literally what you've been doing your whole life. Your whole life has been hard work, and yeah, it's nothing new to you. You understand, but you're ready for it to be for yourself, for your own legacy, for your own children, for your own future, for your own sake, and the sake of your community and the ones around you. I don't think you're wanting to build up for other people. My goodness, I won't stop watering. Apple of my eye. Card number 2. Oh, and then we have 26. Molasses. This is the Seasons of the Witch Mabon deck. Oracle deck. We're going to read about them in just a second. Cacao on the bottom of the deck. We're going to do some crow on the bottom of the deck here. I was going to say when I started that the birds are definitely going crazy today, because I saw right outside my window 2 little lady cardinal birds on a branch talking to each other. And then I heard some crows overhead. The other day I was picking my son up off the bus, and there were literally two hawks flying together. Like, it was really pretty incredible to see. Oh, and there was a crow cawing on like the tippity top, or a raven, because it was huge. But I don't think I've ever seen a raven in real life. Anywho, oh my goodness. The birds are definitely speaking and very active and telling their stories. Okay, mouse. Interesting. I feel like that's also very much like hard work. I was talking about Cinderella earlier. The mice in her story were very much her companions, and they looked out for her, helped her make her dress, get her things, do her chores, whatever it was. They were by her side helping her. I feel like that's the energy, like hard work. But you're not doing it alone. It's very much 3 of Pentacles. We didn't get that card out, but I would not have been, if I would have kept going a little bit longer, it probably would have popped out pretty quickly, because that's the energy. Like, it's not about what you bring to the table at this point. You are the one bringing people to the table. It's your table. Feels like you built it. You very much are the ones executing the idea, seeing the thing through. You're the one calling the shots. We had the Emperor pop out. I feel like that's the risk that you're taking. You're taking a risk in investing in yourself versus other people, their ideas, their wishes, wants, needs. Ew, we have Hyena on the bottom of the deck. But let's not forget, we do have the Five of Wands over here, and great personal sorrow with dissatisfaction with life. I feel like if you were to continue down this path that feels very chaotic, very combative, very not productive, counterproductive is what I'm getting. If you were to continue down that path and had you not left it behind, I feel like you walked away from something that it was at one point was a dream come true for you. You may have prayed for this thing. You may have, literally prayed for this thing and worked your ass off to get it. And you've had it and it's been amazing and you love it so much. But now it's time to move on, because if you are to stay here in this chaotic energy, it's going to keep you in a chaotic state. And that's not where you want to be. That's not where spirit wants you to be. That's not where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be at ease. You're supposed to be at peace. You're supposed to be in receptive mode. You're supposed to be the one calling the shots and putting the team in place and bringing the table together bit by bit. Even if it means leaving situations, people, whatever behind, and it could be causing them great personal sorrow. And now they're looking at their life like, well, damn, am I actually happy? Was it just Cancer that made me want to be here? Was it just their energy that brought me sunshine? I feel like you're focusing your own light on yourself at this point. Cosmic egg. This is very reminiscent of my ring. Huh. I like that. But it's very protective. It's very much, you have a gift. You are divine. You have something sacred. And you're protecting it now. I feel like at one point you didn't understand it. You didn't recognize it. You didn't know how powerful, how gifted, how whatever you want to call it, you are. But now you understand. Now you get it. Let's read about molasses and apple of my eye. I'm also getting like caramel apples, caramel dipped. Apple of my eye. Keywords: mindfulness, being careful, being present, and awareness. Your higher self chose this card because there is often an expectation that transformation will happen with a big bang. One day you'll wake up and be completely different from how you were yesterday, or some dramatic event will happen that causes your whole life to renew itself. Transformation is usually sparked by dramatic life change. But a spark only represents potential. You still have to take that spark and nourish it before it becomes a raging fire that burns through your life. I feel like that's the point you're at right now, though, because we were just talking about that. And that Eight of Wands is showing up, and that's exactly what that is. You've been putting in the work to stoke a fire, a flame within yourself, and now you're taking the step. It's time to do the big bang. Okay. Mindfulness is the best way to begin forming habits that lead to dramatic results. For example, you may need to find more awareness about poor eating or money habits. You may need to be more present in your career if you're looking to advance. Perhaps you need to be more mindful about the ways you've given away your power. Maybe you allow others to speak to you negatively, or to find yourself giving a lot more than you get in return. Once you're mindful of where you need to change, you won't be able to unlearn this information, and each moment of awareness will become an opportunity to make a new choice. You can continue to make the same choices that have kept you where you are, or you can decide to do something different and begin to move in a new direction, taking one tiny step at a time. I feel like you've been taking those tiny steps. You're going to continue to take those tiny steps over and over again. And this molasses card is kind of here to confirm that. Molasses is very slow moving. It's very thick. It's very sweet. It's very all of the things, but slow moving more than anything. I feel like you've really, really taken your time to pour into yourself. You have been working hard. With this hard work ahead, I feel like you've been working hard. You're going to continue to work hard. That's just who you are. You wouldn't want it any other way. You would be bored if you had it any other way. So you're at the point now where you're ready to take the risk. You're ready to take the leap of faith. You could be coming to the end of a contract, position, putting in your 2 weeks, making a career change, career move. Okay, goodness, stagnation, laziness, lacking motivation. Oh my goodness. Okay, that is like Four of Cups energy to me. Very apathetic, very like meh, over it. I don't care. That's not all what I was getting from this though, because this imagery is like baking and just living a really slow, soft, again, receptive life. I don't know. We'll read. Just there might be a message here for somebody. Your higher self chose this card because molasses represents a period of uncertainty when the path ahead isn't clear, and despite your best efforts, you simply cannot seem to move forward. Goodness. Standing still is very frustrating, but you're in this period of pause so that you can take some time to get a full understanding of where you actually want to go. This card will often visit you after a period of significant but unintentional action. Oh, okay, okay. So I feel like this is the energy that we're moving into, like towards the end of this week, maybe even into that following week or two, where it's going to be a period of, okay, you have this big rush, you had this big burn off, this big clearing, and now you're looking at the field, trying to figure out what you're going to plant. Where am I going to go from here? Am I going to completely start new crops, like a completely different species? Am I going to grow completely different type? Am I going to scrap gardening, farming, whatever altogether, and I'm going to clear this land for development, whatever it is? Like, you are taking this time to come up with a plan to really evaluate which direction you want to go. It feels like whatever direction you do go, it is paved with opportunity and it is paved with gold. Like, you cannot make a wrong decision. You cannot make a wrong move at this point. After you make this big move, this big choice, this big leap, what's blossoming for you is undeniable. And it's undeniably you. Like, it's curated just for you, handpicked for you. Okay, sorry. Let's go ahead and continue to read. Standing still can be very frustrating, but you're in this period of pause so that you can take some time to get a full understanding of where you actually want to go. This card will often visit you. Okay, we already. You may have made many choices in haste of late. Like recently, and are coming to regret some of your decisions. Oh goodness, I hope not. Perhaps you said yes too quickly and now wish to back out, or the situation seems like a worthy gamble but is now turning out to be a nightmare. Oh my god. Makes me want to cry. I hope no one's feeling regret or like, yeah, I hope not. It may not seem like it now, but this period of indecision is helping you slow down and gain perspective. Be patient and wait for the right opportunity to find you. Oh my God, what is your voice doing? To find you. In the meantime, focus on diving deeper into your spirit. Are there mundane tasks that you could focus on while you aren't distracted by other things? Perhaps you might consider a practice such as meditation to take your mind off your current problems. You will find that the stickiness goes away when the time is right for things to move forward again. This card also advises you to not make any hasty decisions right now. Take care of what you need to, of course, but delay any life decisions until more information comes to hand. Okay, well, I feel like for a lot of people, the decision has already been made. The ball has already started rolling. Whether you regret it or not, it doesn't really matter at this point. What's done is done. Like, the outcome is really up to Spirit at this point. You've done your part. You've done the thing. You're moving forward with momentum. I do see so much love and happiness and sunshine and prosperity and opportunity, and you definitely having a really big life shift and glow up, if you will, coming into your own, going from someone who has kind of felt in the shadows, someone who has felt taken advantage of, someone who has had to do a lot of the legwork, a lot of the sweat equity, if you will. It is now time for you to get your return on investment, for you to get the funds that you deserve, for you to be elevated to status of Empress, of Lady of the Manor. It's like very regal energy that I'm getting, that you're putting off, that you're stepping into. You're making decisions based on that person and that version of yourself that you're stepping into, that you're becoming, that you see yourself as. Lucky girl syndrome, lucky boy syndrome, whatever. Lucky me syndrome. Everything is always working out for me in like the utmost. Yeah, I am so lucky. Everything always works out for me. I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I love you guys so very much, and I will see you for the monthly and then next week for your next weekly. I love you. Bye.